welcome to BMS News at 5:02, broadcasting from the studios of Beverly Middle School. In this episode, we'll answer questions that a new student might ask.
What is this place? How do I get there?
Where do I go?
Who should I know? What should I bring?
When do things happen?
What's for lunch? Seriously, what's for lunch? I'm starving. First, we're glad you asked. BMS is a Beverly Middle School. Our brand new building opened to students in the fall of 2018 for students in grades 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Our school is beautiful and spacious with 4 levels. On each floor are 3 wings, which we call neighborhoods. We even have 2 huge cafeterias and a separate wing for our gymnasium and a beautiful auditorium.
Because 8th grade students seem really old and are super tall compared to many 5th grade, we do our best to make our young students feel comfortable by dividing students by floor.
The first floor was most 5th grade classes. Second floor has most 6th grade classes. Third floor has most 7th grade classes. And 4th floor, you already know, has 8th grade classes.
The school doors are officially open at 8:30, but if you would like school breakfast, you're welcome in the cafe at 8 o'clock to eat. Just make sure to be in your homeroom by 8:45 for morning announcements so you not marked late. Class officially begins at 8:50.
During non-COVID times, lunch depends on your grade. Each grade eats together for 30 minutes at 11:15 or 12:15.
Dismissal during non-COVID times is 3 o'clock. There are a lot of after-school clubs and activities students can participate in.
During Corona time, dismissal is at 1 for in-person students. As we leave for the day, we can pick up a free school lunch to take with us.
After we get home and eat lunch, we will log in remotely at 1:30 for live and recorded lessons, office hours, or extra help.
Speaking of remote learning, every BMS student is given a school iPad for the whole school year. Technology like this is a powerful tool for learning, so we sign an agreement to treat it respectfully and use it responsibly.
Backpacks are way lighter since we use fewer huge textbooks and more apps and software.
Teachers use Google Classroom to share new work, resources, and even grade what students complete.
If you're familiar with Google stuff, we also use Google Drive, Docs, Slides, and school emails. And we hold most remote classes using their video chat service called Google Meet.
Other apps that we often use are Alexia, Epic, ExactPath, STMath, Kahoot, Seesaw, GarageBand, or other apps for coding, drawing, or painting.
Don't worry if you've never held an iPad or used those apps before. Teachers and their fellow students will show you how to use what you need. With fewer books, and especially during COVID, we don't use lockers these days. Students carry everything needed for in-person learning and our backpacks, which stay in our desks all day.
Students should carry these items every day in a backpack: fully charged iPad, charger brick and cord, pencil pouch, class folder and binders, a snack, and a water bottle.
If you have your own device, like a cell phone, it must be powered off before announcements. At 8:45, and stay in your backpacks until dismissal.
So how do we get there? And once we're in the building, where do we go? And how do we get around? Well, some students get a ride from a family member or a friend. Some take the bus and some walk or ride their bikes. Here is a quick look at the school's layout, streets, and nearby landmarks.
Here's a map of Beverly Middle School. The 3 spikes make it look like a triceratops, but it's not. As you enter the main entrance, you'll see our main office. Close by is the library. The big curvy part is the cafeteria, and we have 2, one on the first floor and an identical one on the 3rd floor. Off of the cafeterias are the 3 wings, which we call Neighborhood 1, Neighborhood 2, and Neighborhood 3. And the other part of the building is the gymnasium and the auditorium. The street closest to the main entrance and main office is Cabot Street. At the bottom of this map is Balch Street. Across the street are parking lots of the Cummings Center. And last but not least, just down Cabot Street is Dairy Queen.
A couple schools, buses, and vans drop students off at the main entrance. Most students who take a bus are dropped off next to our athletic field.
During COVID times, many more students are being driven to school. To make drop-off easier, we have one-way traffic. Drivers enter the drop-off line from Balch Street near the Cummings Center. They drive around the school where they drop off students outside their neighborhood's wing. Then they continue driving past the main entrance and exit to Cabot Street.
During COVID times, for pickup at 1, cars go in the same direction, entering from Balch Street and exiting to Cabot Street. Students meet their rides outside their neighborhood wing. Principals and teachers are always outside to help at drop-off and pickup.
On the inside, our beautiful building might feel big and overwhelming, but we do try our best to make everything feel smaller.
Let's look at another map of the school. School buses and vans drop off or pick up some students in front. Most students get on or off their bus here, next to the athletic fields. The pink triangles show doorways where students enter or exit the building. Student bathrooms on each floor are in Neighborhood 1 and Neighborhood 3 near the cafeteria. The principal's office is part of the main office on the 1st floor. On the 2nd floor, just above the main office, you'll find our nurses and each grade's school counselor. All 4 grades have an assistant principal whose office is on their grade level's floor and is next to the cafeteria. Depending on your grade level, you'll be on a team of either 2 main teachers or 4, but still in the same neighborhood.
For students in 5th and 6th grade, teachers escort us when we go to recess, the library, the nurse, or to another floor.
For the most part, our main classes like math, science, social studies, English, and foreign language often take place on the same level and often in the same neighborhood wing.
In addition to core academic subjects, students also can take music, art, PE, health, and a STEM class. We call these our global application classes.
During non-COVID times, students move from room to room. But during COVID times, teachers come to the students.
At bathroom or mass breaks, recess, or special activities, we stay pretty much in the same room. This helps keep us safe and makes any need for contact traces easier.
Who are people to know here?
Beverly Middle School has over 1,400 students and over 100 teachers and other faculty you probably won't get to know, but which adult should you know?
Obviously, your teachers, including special education teachers and amazing helper teachers, we call paraprofessional. And of course, the outstanding teachers in our global apps classes. Art, music, STEM, and health, as well as band, chorus, and strings.
Each grade level has its own assistant principal and adjustments counselor.
We are really lucky to have a full-time school resource officer who has an office here on the second floor and works with students and families.
The head of our school is the principal, Mrs. Oliver, who is awesome.
And we have some great nurses here at school.
Our librarian is Miss Wozniak, who can help you find a book or help you in 1,000 other ways. She's amazing.
Others to know about are the great people who work in our main office, in the cafeteria, and our custodians. BMS cannot function without their hard work and dedication.
The most important person to get to know during middle school is you. You will learn so much about yourself.
What are you curious about? What are you good at? What do you need to work on?
You learn new skills and new ideas. New connection with kids and teachers will change your lives. Some challenges you face might seem impossible, but with support and hard work, you can overcome them.
Hopefully this helped you understand what BMS is, how to get around, who to know, and why we think this is an amazing school.
Our students are creative, talented, and interesting. Did you know that about 24 languages are spoken by students in their homes? So cool. So, welcome.
At BMS, we have a phrase that we use a lot.
Be cool! We repeat it like a mantra to remind us
To be respectful. To be respectful of ourselves and each other.
To notice other students
To notice other students
who might be able to help.
we may be able to help.
To use respectful language
To use respectful language
and actions
towards others.
to take good risks,
Good risk.
like join a club
A new club
or meet a new person.
or meet a new person.
To speak up
To speak up
for ourselves
and
others.
and for others.
To try our best
To try our best
Every day.
Thank you for watching this edition of BMS News, and remember,
be cool!
Be brave! Be